Alright, so hello and welcome back to Path of Radiance 0% growth. Took a little while to get to the actual screen here. So apparently we earned 70,000 gold. I guess that was because of the Volk promotion event. Like he gives you back the money or something. Anyway, and Tanith was our MVP in chapter 19. No surprise there. She did almost all the fighting. But now we are on to chapter 20, and I will be right back for that after doing some stuff in the base. Okay, so there's not a ton we need to cover here. We do have a new unit in Khalil, which I'll talk about. Also, Volk got his promotion, which is not really that important, honestly. But yeah, it's nice that he has the extra stats and extra speed for stealing, but it's not super relevant. What else is there? I did forge a javelin for Tanith, so yeah, let's talk about Khalil. So Khalil is our newest unit. She's a sage. She joins in an info conversation. She's got pretty good bases. So 19 magic is certainly a lot better than anything else we have available. Like right now, Tormod has 13, and that's having used a Spirit Dust. So yeah, Khalil definitely brings a lot more to the table in terms of damage. 18 speed's also very good. If we look at where that lands, like Stefan and Tanith, of course, are way faster than everybody else, but Khalil is right there with at the top. I mean, Janov is a little bit faster once he's transformed, but yeah, she's definitely very capable of doubling. She also starts with B rank in every magic type, which means she can use all the siege tomes, which is really nice. She comes with a meteor tome in her inventory, and then we also have a bolting tome that we got, I don't even remember when, probably in the Oliver chapter, or not the Oliver chapter, but the his mansion, chapter 16, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong. Anyway, the point is she can use both of those tomes. Tormod actually can use the meteor, but obviously he's not as potent with it. Now, unfortunately, because these things weigh so much, she's still generally not going to double with them, especially with bolting. Meteor, I mean, she could. 15 speed is still enough to double some enemies for sure, but, you know, 13 speed with the bolting, Of course, generally speaking, like, you're not looking to rip through your siege tomes that quickly anyway, but just something to note. Anyway, so, yeah, good speed, good magic, pretty solid defense for a sage, fantastic resistance for what that's worth. So overall, pretty good combat unit. The biggest problem, of course, is that she has knives rather than staves. This is why we trained Tormod up. If it wasn't for that, well, I mean, I probably still would have been using him till now. But you know, if I could use Khalil as my primary healer, I would love to do that, but I can't. So that's unfortunate. But we will be deploying her for this chapter. The reasons for that will be pretty apparent soon. So just talk about that then. Other than that, we've got the Night Ring for Rayson, of course. I think that's pretty much it. Alright, so this is an Arrive chapter where the Arrive tile is defended by Shaharam, Jill's dad. He's a pretty tough boss, not super fast, although fast enough, you know, not to get doubled by anybody except our most elite troops. But they're the ones we would use to kill a boss anyway, so that doesn't so much matter. But he does have 45 HP, 21 defense, and 13 res. So he's pretty hard to one round for anybody in our army. Like, Stefan can do it if he crits, but he can't otherwise. And I don't think Khalil could one round him even with like a, you know, El Thunder. Well, no, in fact, yeah, I'm certain she couldn't. He also has a full guard. That doesn't so much matter because we're not like looking to shoot him with a bow, but you know. Anyway, so yeah, he's pretty tough to take down, but it is Arrive, which means we don't need to get Ike up here. We just need to get somebody up here, which helps a lot. There's a couple of other things of note in the chapter. There's a house here, and there's a house here. We want to visit both of these. This one has a rescue staff, which we definitely want. And this one has a smite scroll, which I think would also be really nice for Muarim. In addition, there are some droppable items. This guy's got a provoke scroll. This guy's got a shine tome, though I'd rather steal his physics staff, but we're not going to be deploying Volk, because getting his physics staff is just like more trouble than it's worth. There is a guy here with a blizzard, so more enemy siege tomes, but it doesn't end up really mattering. Yeah, so in terms of who we're bringing, Ike, Muarim, Kieran, Tormod, Jill, Tanith, Rayson, Janaf, Mordecai, Khalil, and Stefan. We're actually benching Titania. So yeah, we want flyers, although we're not bringing Marsha because we don't need the fourth flyer. And I think, Janaf does the job that he needs to do better than Marsha would. We need Janaf to go over here and get the rescue staff, and then Tanith and Jill are responsible for setting up the kill and the arrive over here on turn 2. So that's more or less what we're doing. We're gonna engage these guys to be able to get to this house. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started with all of that. Oh yeah, Jill is not thrilled to be facing her dad, understandably so. So first thing we're going to do is Janaf is going to come over here. So he has the full guard, which is pretty important because, or potentially so at least, because this guy with a killer bow can come up and hit him. Though in practice, this guy will probably block him, but yeah, so that's gonna, there's actually, unless an enemy were to stand in front of the house or inside of, no, it would specifically have to be in front of the house. There's actually, from this tile, there's actually no way to block him from accessing it, which is pretty great. He just needs to survive. Then, over here, we are going to start opening up combat on these guys with Kieran, who, yeah, generally one-rounds these guys. We'll have him attack this guy since he's, doing a little bit less on the counter, but, or at least a lower hit rate. And then Khalil will take out the other one. Slowly. And then we're going to have Muarim come over and attack this guy. And he probably... Oh, he will one-round him. Okay. That's fine. Alright. And then we're going to have Tanith come over here. And we're just going to reinforce with her. Holy Guard's going to put in some work this chapter, which I'm very excited about. And then we're actually going to have Rayson come over here and use our first Lagoo Stone of the run. Just pop that. He is right outside of this guy's range. Then Stefan is just going to kind of come over here and hang out. He's going to get rescue dropped next turn. And we're going to have Tormod come over this way. Actually, let me count something out here. Okay, yeah, we'll do it like this. Have Tormod stand right here. Basically, in case we want to have him grab this, or visit this village. Who visits it kind of just depends on how some of the enemy phase stuff goes. Mordecai is going to come over here and be available to smite Rayson. We may not actually need to do that, but we might, depending, again, on how that goes. Jill is going to come over here. And Ike is just going to hang out. We don't need to direct the Holy Guard, because we want them to just attack these guys. And they will do that. Well, they're by default set to roam, which is the AI that will do that. You get to see the might of the Holy Guard in action. Oh, that's actually the first time I've seen that priest not get one shot. Not that it matters. And the nice thing about this is now, so not only do they take these guys out, but they also block or screen my units from getting attacked by the enemy wyverns coming down from the upper right there. So that's quite nice. Yeah, so Janov will have to take some hits over here, but nothing he should be incapable of handling. Especially now that he doesn't have to face the killer bow. It occurs to me, I don't think we've actually looked at the Holy Guard stats, so I think I'm going to do that before I play out my next turn, because it's actually pretty interesting. Okay. So, yeah, let's take a look at that really quick. So we got 3 members of the Holy Guard. There's the promoted one and then the unpromoted ones. The unpromoted ones have capped speed. I don't think they're randomized. I think they're set. Although this one does have 1 more res than this one, so maybe a little bit randomized. But yeah, like, this is... I mean, these are good stats. Like, this is... basically better than Jill. I mean, Jill has a little bit more defense and a lot more HP, but much better speed, better strength. Yeah, I mean, and those are like the most important stats, really. And then we've got this absolute monster right here, who's basically Tanith 2.0 or something. Like, Tanith has 16 strength, 24 speed. This Falcon Knight has 17 strength, 24 speed, and she's only level 1. So, you know, if she were level 10 like Tanith, who even knows? 14 defense, Tanith's got 15, 18 res to Tanith's 13. I mean, it's 23 skill, more skill than Tanith, more HP. Like, what a monster. What an absolute monster. Anyway, okay, so now we're going to set up to take out Shaharim. And to do that, what we need to do is we need to transport Stefan across with Tanith and Jill, and then we need to dance for all of them. So to do that, we're going to dance from right here, which means, or chant, whatever, which means we want to drop Stefan right there, which means, let's just move Stefan up, wait, it's, like this, alright, well, I mean, we can do it from here as well, but, anyway, so I think it'll work out better to do it from here regardless. So yeah, we want Jill here or here, and then Tanith in the other spot, I believe. So Jill's here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so that works. So just to check, yeah, okay. So Jill, rescue there, and Tanith. Take, drop, there, and we can chant away. Now we're going to have Tanith take out this Sage to open the path for Stefan. And then, so we have Stefan here can deal 14 times 2, which will leave Shaharim with exactly enough HP, with the Silver Blade, which leaves Shaharim with exactly enough HP for Khalil to finish him off with the Meteor. Or maybe no, it's the Meteor. We do, of course, have the option of going for a crit here. And we have a 62% chance with the Vegakati, but if he fails to crit, then we can't kill. So we're going to use the Silver Blade. He might still crit. We might still be able to save our Meteor Tome charge. Let's find out. Nice! Let's go, Shaharam. Let's go, Stefan. Alright, yes, I like not having to expend my Siege Tomes if I can avoid it. That's fantastic. Okay, and so now Jill can arrive, but first we gotta get our items. So we're gonna come over here, visit, get the rescue staff from a guy who just called Janafa Filthy Crimean, which isn't accurate at all, by the way. And then we gotta take this guy out. We'll do that with Morim. I guess I can't actually now prove the point about the exact damage, but, you know, if you bring Khalil up to here or here, this is, like, the farthest spot, then she's 10 squares away from here and can do 17 damage with the Meteor, and 19 with the Bolting. I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, alright, so let's get the Smite Scroll. And then we might as well heal Muarim with Tormod. We didn't even need to use Mordecai. And I don't think there's any reason to do anything with these three, so away we go. And that is Chapter 20 in 2 turns. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time for Chapter 21. Until then.